stand for the flag of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which is one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all men. Pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act, the Sentinel and the South Jersey Times notified that this meeting was posted in the municipal building and also on the website. You want to take? Let's swear. We have one member that has to be sworn in. Then we'll take roll. Okay. We're at the eye. Say your name. You got to rinse already. That's for do solemnly swear. I, if we got down and do solemnly swear that I will faithfully come to all the duties as a member of the couch tribe study board to the best of my ability. And do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Jersey, and that I will meet my true faith and allegiance in saying and to the government established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, so help me guns. Thank you. That is again for the taller way friends and in which the guys the Henry say step value of the out. Like you know it's just active. Okay, Desiree, you take roll when you get 2 seconds.
Okay. Mr. Hammond.
Steer.
Mr. Gaetani. Mr. DeSezzi. Chairman Reagan.
Steer. Okay, in the absence of Richard Glacius, proceed our alternate Andy Hammond. All right, the meeting minutes of the previous meeting, gentlemen, is there a motion to approve? I make that motion. Motion by Dan DeCesare. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Was it your election? One, the last. And here statements. Okay, first on the agenda tonight is ZB 2401 in the name of John Pinardo. Yep. Mike, all papers in order? Yes, they are. Okay, you please come forward and...
I'm John.
Yes.
I'm John Pinardo. How you doing, sir?
Okay, good.
This is my engineer.
Okay. We'll swear you both and then raise your right hand, please. You swear to tell the truth about the testimony you're about to get.
I do.
State your name and address, please.
John Pinardo, 557 Kessel Avenue, Franklinville, New Jersey.
Kyle Denny, Base and Maintenance Plus, P.O. Box 120, Franklinville, New Jersey.
Good. What is that?
Yeah. That's where the list is. So, I don't know. So I apologize.
Okay. As fellow residents of this town, we just want to thank you for your service on the board and also for hearing our application. So the application in front of you, the current property configuration is located in the RA zone. It's 2 separate single-family properties. 557 is Mr. Pinardo's primary residence, and 567 is a uninhabited structure that Mr. Pinardo is using for storage and essentially as a garage. The proposed application is to combine both properties, demolish the existing dwelling, and then construct a new garage on the rear portion of that adjacent lot. The proposed garage is 24 by 40, which is 960 square feet. The height is proposed as less than 15 feet. So with the 9-foot high wall and a 612 pitch, the average height of the roof is 3 feet. So it's actually 12, but for some flexibility and variance in construction, we're going to indicate it's less than 15 feet. As far as the use goes, Mr. Pinardo is looking to store tools and household items in the garage and store not more than 3 personal vehicles on the property. Or in the garage, I apologize. With respect to the criteria on the application, we are looking to use the C1 hardship variance because the front yard setback requirement is 75 feet, and the rear yard is 50 feet, which together totals 125 feet, which is the depth of the property. So essentially, you can't build anything. And since there are no accessory building setback requirements in the RA zone, the principles apply. Additionally, the side yard is 20 feet, which meets the criteria. Additionally, with respect to C2 criteria, the proposed structure meets the intent of the zoning plan to locate the building on the rear portion of the property, We're proposing to line up the front of the structure with the adjacent garage. And then additionally, positive criteria, we're going to store the tools that he has out in the yard on the inside, and storage of his new Super Duty pickup truck, which is about 21 feet long, and his antique pickup truck, which is about 19 feet long. Demolish the deteriorated building, which doesn't really have a proper aesthetics to the adjacent structures, which is supported by the neighbors. A number of neighbors have reached out to Mr. Pinardo, called me, and supported the application. And then additionally, you're combining the lots so there won't be any septic or wells, so it reduces the load on the environment. With respect to the negative criteria, there's no impact or substantial detriment to the zoning plan or the intent or the adjacent structures. And with respect to the engineer's letter, my understanding that he's not here today, I don't know if you want me to go through that in specifics or if the...
We're going to go through that.
Okay.
Once we'll go through that more.
Okay.
Sorry, we can do that right now if you like, and could discuss any addition. If you have any questions, we can ask.
Okay.
Right, so the application actually is for construction of a garage that exceeds the private garage space. That's basically the application. So there's an abandoned house on the adjacent lot that he's purchasing, I understand it.
No, I've owned it for
You own it, okay.
20-some years.
So, but it's still two separate lots.
That's right.
So he's going to demolish the house on that second lot, consolidate the two lots, on the lot where the abandoned house was, build a garage. It'll be the second freestanding garage. It will exceed the private garage space allowed in the zone. So we just have approval, which is conditioned upon demolition and consolidations of the lots. So the variances that Dave mentioned in his letter are created by basically by the size of the lot. So there's a couple of those for the rear yard setback of the garage. And there is one for the maximum garage area, which are already stressed. And then there's a couple pre-existing, such as the lot area. Even with the combination of these two lots, is going to be significantly below these actual area required. We need all the lots there are small hoops.
Yes, that's correct.
Things are pretty tight back there, yeah. So you already addressed the use of the garage. It has to be a professional use, that they have to be predicate business.
That's correct.
The other garage you have, it's really a tall, like a two-story. Is that the plus? What do you have?
Just basically just a little workshop, table set up in there, and mess around with chainsaws and just tinker. Those things. Trying to retire.
Why is the front yard setback an existing non-conforming activity from your garage? Because
I believe that is for the existing structure. For the
house is on store. Yeah.
Yes, that 17.3 is in relation to the front left of the existing structure on 557 Kessel, which by combining it, I believe the engineer was considering that part of the application for a principal building setback.
So we talked about the use of the new pole barn set as vehicles and some other personal tools and equipment.
Yes.
We talked about the consolidation of the lots. There's an issue regarding the paving. So we're just that issue with number 7, where David indicated we probably want to remove some paving. Since the lot's pretty small, you're going to have too much of your impervious covered.
Yeah, I did have a chance to reach out to David, your board engineer, and discuss it, and he expressed some concerns about having 2 driveways and additional impervious. So we would be willing to reduce that paving in front to 24 feet in front of the garage. Like I indicated, both of his trucks are 21 feet long. So getting out and trying to turn, he's trying to stay on the pavement, and then we could eliminate that second driveway.
So I understand that you were showing up.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure. So you have this. Yeah, so that's the existing driveway for that house. Then back to the garage. Right, back to the garage. So this was the existing driveway, and I don't know if I can hold it up. If you guys have the plans in front of you or not. I don't have that.
Oh, okay. I do have some extra copies if you wanted some.
Or you might as well get them. Take a look. This.
Okay.
Yates. That's one of the. It's like yeah, here that had
So much.
something. I apologize.
I wouldn't enter that into records.
I have them other.
I got two right here, John.
I have one too, so that is.
I apologize.
Yeah, might ask you. But yeah, shoot. I that is. I didn't have that yet. You know that Dropbox doc is assumed.
Okay. So I will use solicitor's one. So the driveway you see right above the 175 lot line dimension,
Does.
that was the existing driveway to the residential structure that's going to be demolished. The other driveway is for his primary residence on 557. So we were proposing to continue that second driveway into the garage and have 30 feet in front of him for additional turning. But since the board engineer had expressed some concerns about the impervious coverage, we would reduce that 30 feet to 24 feet and then eliminate the whole second driveway. So we would
Use the one driveway. Still have that. Just a pad in front of the building, in other words, and 24 feet out. And yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Asphalt. That's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll make they happy. Try to get.
Yeah.
Use stupid. Well, there are water attack there. I know when it rains. I mean, there's no place for the water to go. And all tips wise.
Yeah, it's as you mentioned, the RA zoning doesn't really fit that area. It was a pre-existing development. All the average lot size is about 12,500 square feet, you know, and there are low-lying areas on the backside on the other street.
I think they were summer cottages.
Oh, is that what it was?
They were all for the lake.
Okay.
I hadn't anything else for that. I think we covered. I think so. That. Any other comments? Well, we'll open up to the public. I make a motion to open the public. Say, anybody in the public like to be heard regarding this application? I make the motion. We close it. Call this. Taking that one. Motion is second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. Any other questions for the applicant? Strictly going to be for recreational and.
Yes, sir.
We're eliminating the paving, the driveway coming in, and probably the pad coming out on the.
Yeah. Yes.
It's for banning as well. As you accept it, but we have the term for use. They'll have to get. Yeah, how that's to show the county. They said that, then just have to give us a deed of consolidation to show what they consolidated, and you have to get your permits to demolish. That should all be part of the permit for demolition.
And there is a second sheet on those pages that show like what's proposed to be demolished.
Says the eighth variant with the paved area in front of the proposed garage 30 feet.
It will be 24.
It'll be 24. Is that lies on actually going to go straight across?
Yeah, it's. I apologize.
That's all right. So that'd be 24. So it might deal like that here. Okay. Yep. So make sure.
And if you would like me to submit revised plans indicating the changes, just to have it on record, I could do that, no problem.
That's on these and they make 24 feet. It'll be in the resolution.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
so I don't think they need to get that one little line change. All any other questions for the applicant or we might? I make a motion we approve that. Okay, it's a motion to second that. Yeah, the names. Very nice. And the conditions we talked about it. Yes, yeah. Very serious. Is right?
What's that? On Mr. Hammer?
Yeah.
Mr. Gatane? Yes. Mr. Discovery?
Yeah.
And Kevin Dick?
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Okay, that's it for our regular agenda, but we need to go into closed session. You encourage, right? We give our, open question. Come back. We'll do that resolution. Thank you for that before the closed session. And then we might as well, that way won't be any action after the closed session. Okay, so resolutions. Make a resolution we approve AB 2330. Motion is second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We'll hear last in. Welcome. We can do the secretary's report, finish everything but close session, and then go on adjourn, take it back. Right.
I don't have anything specific this week, but since you informed me, couldn't open some things in Dropbox. I just asked if you guys have that issue to send me an email or call me. That way I can figure out why
Okay.
it's not working.
All the documents are fine. Go ahead and submit. Good things work. Make the
Man, Mr. Green had a problem with a couple of them.
couple of more. All right. For the record, we're going to close session now. Meeting's not adjourned yet. Let's make a motion to do that. Make a motion. We go on close session. Motion by Dane, second. Second by Andy. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Where are we going? Down. This is for legal matters? Yep.
Yes.
They're not moving aside. Yes, you guys are. Okay. Okay. Well, that's all you talk is.
Action wise on son. Not sure about how us who people stepped up. 50-50. You're already they got a tiny room where it's dust. It's very
Easy. Got the two.
we step them. Well, okay, back on this. No, I'm sorry, we were. I think it should sell. Like the last house, we were selfie now. It a good son. Neither.
Okay. Is there a motion to open the meeting back? I make a motion. We open the back. Second. Motion by Dane, second by who is that? What? Point Gaetano. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And just for the record, that we met in closed session to discuss the settlement agreement that Ricochet had adopted the last Tuesday, I believe, which involves the zoning board and no litigation with the JC company. So that was the purpose of our thing session.
Sleeping.
Is that it? Yeah. So
I could.
I second that. Motion by Anthony Gaetano to adjourn, seconded by Danny DeCesare. All in favor? Aye. Ayes. Meeting adjourned.